Well, hello there, panelist, and welcome once again to the Cpconfidential chair. Now, I was wondering, ladies and gentlemen, does it really matter how much he pays for the ring? Let's get the conversation started.
To me, I think it matters more so what the person really feels. Like love matters more than the price of the ring, because that's material. I don't think that captures what the person really feels for you. Like I can be a rich guy and buy a $30,000 ring. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna cheat on you. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna treat you like shit. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna turn you into a punching bag.
I don't know. Like, I want to say yes, but then at the same time, everybody knows that, like, at the end of the day, it's because, like, love is the most important thing. But then I feel like if you love your, like, woman or, like, girlfriend, you want to, like, make her happy. And if you know, like, her taste, why would you go get her, like, a sloppy-ass, crappy ring?
I generally try not to be a materialistic type of girl, but unfortunately, just because of the standards that society has risen, has risen the wedding ring too, unfortunately, it's just it symbolizes so much that you're gonna have to conform to it.
As a man, you need to know your woman. If you know your woman would like diamonds on her fingers or on her finger, like Stephanie, just be ready to eat at McDonald's. Yeah. So you can have diamonds and you be comfortable eating at McDonald's. Or you can have a rubber band and you be comfortable eating lobster at a fancy restaurant.
There shouldn't be a set price for it, but the man should do as much as he can. Like, he has to go within his own means, but if he can do more, then he should shoot for more.
It's all about love. Just like before Mo said, the love counts more than the price of the ring, honestly. If you do love her, it doesn't matter how much you paid for it. But then you look at the other side of how the girl feels. If you want to show your love by giving her a more expensive ring than usual, then I guess that's how you can say that you've expressing your love in a material way. But it shouldn't really matter how much the price of a ring you got it for.
I think in society we get caught up in the whole material aspect of it. Personally, yeah, I would do the most I could for my wife, but I don't think if I didn't, it should like make a difference. I don't think that should be like a deal breaker. If you're really in love with me for me, I don't think the price of the ring that I bought should really matter that much.
No one is saying that the man should go and rob a bank or anything to, like, get their girl a ring. All we're saying is you should know your woman's taste. Even if you buy a ring that's worth, like, I don't know, like $3,000, it should still be something that you feel like your woman would like. Like, no woman is going to go, like, I guess, how do I put this? Like, once you propose to your wife or your fiance, she's not going to go and take the ring and start asking, oh, every jeweler, how much was this ring? Like, that's ridiculous.
Let's say I found a guy who can get me a nice looking ring for like, what, $250? And I gave it to you. And since you're not a jeweler, you're not going to be able to tell. Like, if that means that debunks the whole argument. That means it doesn't matter how much I actually spent on the ring, right?
So everybody has stated their own points. If you want to go to McDonald's and have bling bling, or if you want to have full course meal and go to and have chunkulu ring. Honestly speaking, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay for you to, pick either or. But for me, Aisha de Alabi is not either or. I'm the type of person that I like pretty things. I like bling bling. I get the bling bling myself. So I think in this, it's all kind of relative to the person.
There are a lot of girls and a lot of women out there who don't actually care about how much it costs, but because their friends are going to think, oh, how much was that? Everybody's going to ask, oh, how much was that? What carat is that? So to you as a guy, you may know your woman and you know that she doesn't care. And I may get her a ring that costs $1,000, but it looks great. But once her friends ask, she's going to be thinking, man, am I going to lie? What am I going to say? So even if she may not have a problem with it, she's going to have a problem with it. So I think it's a societal thing. It doesn't matter, but society is forcing it to matter.
Like Muhammad was saying earlier, you know who you're with. Or like a lot of people made that point, actually. You know who you're with. So if you're with me, you know what I like. You know, I like blingy stuff. I like shiny stuff. Every girl likes diamonds. You know, I like nice things. So you're not gonna tell me that I have to choose between this or that. Like, no. Because at the end of the day, if that's the case, I'm probably not gonna be with you because I know the type of guy I want. And that's no shade to anybody.
The price is a myth. It's a big myth. I'm gonna say because if you're like thinking about getting married, there's so much to like think about. There's like I mean yeah, there's of course the ring, but sometimes like I feel like there's like other stuff too like towards like planning a wedding. So as a guy, I know how much is coming into my account. I know how much is going out. I'm not gonna like cripple myself. So Stephanie McDonald's, man, you guys are going there. Chioma McDonald's too. I'm not gonna kill myself for a ring.
My mom just always told me, cut your clothes according to your size. Just live by your means, honestly. Like, you love her, but you don't have to go all out and be flashy about the ring or how much it costs. The ring is just supposed to be a symbol of your marriage, not the price of it.
Nobody is asking anyone to kill themselves, like Bobby was saying. Like I said, or like they were saying, first of all, know your woman, know who she is. Second of all, do your best. That's all that matters. Like, obviously, if you're only making $50K a year, don't spend $50K on a ring. Like, do the best you can where you can still have meals every day, but just try your best. Like, that's all that matters. If that means you have to cut out some extra shit like a pair of sneakers 1 month, do that. Just prove to your woman that this is the eternal symbol of my love for you. So I'm going to go all out and show you that I love you.
If I like expensive things, I'm going to be with the guy that is able to afford expensive things. Like, you don't have to go and rob a bank. You don't have to. But Aisha la be me, personally. I'm not going to be with somebody that can't afford the things that I want. Because I'm going to be up there. And this is not on some cocky or some, what is that word? I can't even think straight right now. But, you know, those people that just like materialistic things. It's not that I'm a materialistic person or anything like that, but like, if this is what I like, can I just like what I like without being looked at like a gold digger or some materialistic person? Like, if I can afford it myself, because I'm not here to mooch off anybody. If I can afford it myself, best believe I'm going to be with somebody that can afford that too. Like, does that make sense to you guys?
I'm gonna be real. I totally agree with what the girls are talking. I see their. I'm not gonna say I agree with it, but I see their perspective, and that it makes sense. I get that. But at the end of the day, I feel like I'm gonna personally me. Aisha kept on telling us her name and shit. We know your name. But personally, me, I feel like I'd rather be with somebody who sees the bigger picture. If we spend $10,000 on the ring, how much are we gonna spend on the wedding? Or even why spend $10,000 on a ring when I can invest $10,000 into something like, you know, maybe you want to start a business, maybe you want to, you know, pursue your dreams or whatever. Why don't I use that money for that? I think that's something that has more meaning. It has a little bit more, it's more tangible at least, you know what I'm saying?
So Mo just said he'd rather invest 10,000 in something else more meaningful, like, or he would rather invest it. I mean, don't play yourself. You'll probably spend that $10,000 on a car that once you drive it out, it's lost its value. So just using this whole thing as an excuse to be cheap.
If I'm going to start a family with you, of course, you want to invest on like things as a family, like I don't know, like plan things, I guess, for the banter. But at the same time, if you want something really expensive, and I know at the time that I can't afford it is a myth. I'll have to, you know, find other ways to please you. You get me?
I don't think it's being cheap. You know, I don't think just because you don't want to spend 10 grand on a ring or 50 grand, whatever you want to spend on a ring, it all depends. You know, I kind of agree with the girl saying, you know, you got to know your woman, know what she wants. But at the same time, I'm telling you, a lot of these women, they're not trying to, a lot of them don't care about that 50K ring. As long as it looks good, they're fine. The problem comes with when people start asking. They're going to post this on Instagram, post this on social media like, oh, look at my ring, look how big it is, whatever. People are going to ask, oh, wow, what carat is that? How much was that? Now they can't say, oh, that was only $250. It looks good, but once you tell them it's $250, everybody's like, oh, yeah, that's cheap. It's fake. They don't care as long as it looks good. Now, me, I mean, I want to spend, I know I'm gonna reach that level where if I wanted to, I can spend 50 grand on the ring if I wanted to. But I'm not going to waste my money on that because I don't think that defines our relationship.
You know, I'm so glad that we've started talking about a ring being the symbol of your marriage. Because all this talk about investment, investing in something else, investing 10,000 in whatever, I don't know, starting bank, blah, 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 blah. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Because if a ring is like the symbol of your marriage and your love, then why should it be like worth $250, as Mo said? You can invest 10,000 something else, but you can't invest 10,000 in the ring that symbolizes your marriage and love for your woman.
If you think about it, how many women care about their husband's rings? The ring is supposed to be a sign of your marriage, or a symbol of your marriage. It's your marriage, both of you. How come we're only talking about the woman here? We're not talking about the man's ring. Why aren't we talking about, does it really matter what the man wears? Because, I mean, I'm not trying to come for like feminist or anything. Like, sometimes the man actually matters, especially in this situation.
Michael, warn yourself. Nobody said the guy does not matter now. Like, who said the guy does not matter? But at the end of the day, are the guys going to... Is that a guy thing? Like, I don't grab. Is that a guy? Can somebody help me grab? Because me, I don't grab. I can't conceptualize that. Let's say we're talking about cars now, because I know guys care about cars. That's my BMW. That's her. That's my bae. My bae. Check her out. I know. Girls don't really care that much. At least the girls I know, they don't really care that much. I think they care more about their ring than their car. You guys... If somebody was talking about, oh, it's so materialistic, it does not matter. Okay, if that's the case, the car does not matter. You're just driving from point A to point B. So does it really matter what brand it is? Please explain that to me. Tell me. Let me know, because I really want to understand. Your car, you're driving a, what's it called? Is it a Camry? Toyota Camry. Will Toyota Camry not take you places? Good mileage. You want to drive a BMW. It has plenty gas. Is that not gas? Taking care of it, making it look beautiful. This is my car. Oh, let's see, you've not even bought white on top of it. Looks pearly. Now I have to take it to go and get washed every week. That's expenses there. That is expenses there. All for your guys to know that I'm the guy, bad guy. So please, all that nonsense that you're chatting, as she would say.
I don't think a ring is worth that, because you really just have it to show off to people. You're essentially saying that, yeah, my ring is this huge and this is how big my marriage is. I think that's all bullshit.
The ring is just a symbol of my love. I'm not saying I would do this, but if I gave you a freaking wristband, this is what I give you to show that I love you. The only reason why we care this much about a ring is because that's what society taught us. And I'm going to quote a pretty famous show that came out. It's called Adam Ruins Everything. He broke it down to the basics. This whole ring thing is a finesse. It doesn't matter that much how much, like, once you buy the ring for $4,000, after that, it's not worth anything. It's just a finesse. That's how these ring companies, these diamond companies came up. They know what they're doing. Don't fall into the hype. Stay woke.
So there's clearly a disconnect between the men and the women. And I understand that the reason for that is because the men are the one who have to pay for it. But we are not asking anyone to break their leg, to sell their house, to buy us a ring. Just do the very best that you can afford, and we will be happy. That's it.
Before you buy something, make sure that you can buy two of it. So all this one that you're saying, oh, we're struggling to pay this next month's rent. My guy, like Aisha keeps saying, for whoever I'm going to marry, is going to have the sense to know that you should be saving up for this. You should have enough money before you go ahead and buy this ring. Nobody needs to be suffering. You should be an intelligent man to know that this ring right here is an investment. It's not just some buns, as some people would say. It's not just some trivial nonsense. No. This is my ring. This is something that matters to me. And because it matters to me, it should matter to you as well. Your car, I'm not going to bash you for buying the most expensive car. If that's what you want, if you can buy it, go and buy it. So I feel like we kind of do need to respect one another's, likes, wants, and needs. There is a disconnect, as Chioma said earlier. Guys think that, this is just a ring. It's just a ring. Yeah, it's my ring. It matters to me.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys checked out last week's episode. Make sure to email us at officialcpconfidential@gmail.com for topics that you would like us to discuss. And our social media links will be in the description box below. Thank you guys.
So word around town is that these people are not subscribed to our channel.
Yes, I heard that as well.
Why are you not subscribed?
Make sure y'all subscribe to our channel.
Right over there. Right down below. That red button is just beaming in your face. Click it. Just go ahead and do it. Thanks.